Welcome to the UBCO Residence Tour. My name is Alamipo Aderugbe. I'm a recent graduate and I was also a residence advisor this past year. So I'm going to be taking you through all the different residences that we have here on campus. We have 10 different unique residences, so stay tuned for more. Hi, welcome to the single connected room here in Nechako. As you can see, here we have a double bed where you have a little bit more room to sleep. We also have a bike hook on the wall over here, and just outside you can see the commons field, and you also have an amazingly nice desk space here where you can do some work, also coupled with a board where you can mark off any important dates or events that you have. You also have some space here where you can hang up your clothes, and you also have a safe where you can keep any important stuff that you need, like your passport, wallets. There's also this little knob here, so if you do actually forget your passcode, you can actually go to the front desk downstairs or reach out to your RA, and you can get a key that you can use to open the safe by just putting it in here. This place also connects to another room via a bathroom. You have a shared shower, sink, and toilet, and also surprisingly has a different plunger from the other buildings. Also featuring the best view on the entire campus of the commons field and also the whole of Kelowna, apart from the Purcell balcony. Here we're in one of the lounges in Nechako, and one fun fact is also that all the lounge colors match the hallway colors. And obviously here in the lounge we have a nice table where people can eat. We have a couch where people can sit and be together and watch the TV as well. We also have a microwave, we have an oven, we have some cupboards where you can keep some food and you can share that with other residents. And we also have a fridge and we also have a sink where you can wash your dishes. Please wash your dishes. Another thing that I love about UBCO is that you don't have to share a room with other people. I can't imagine having to share a room with like a random stranger, so shout out to UBC. Hello, hello, hello. Now we're here in the single connected room here in Kalamalka. This is so funny that this is what we're using this room for right now. It connects to another room via a bathroom. So it has a shared toilet, it has a shared shower and sink. And over here we have some space where you can hang your clothes. And a lot of people, I see this a lot, they opt to have like a little organizer where they can put in different clothes that they also hang on the bar. And on top of this shelf, you have a safe and you also have some more storage space. Inside the room, we have a little desk space where you can do some work. We have a nice rocking chair. I like to use it all the time to relax. We have some space here where you can keep your clothes and also like any other belongings that you have. This also comes out. I like to use this like whenever I'm using my laptop and I don't want to be like really close to the desk. I can move out here and I can just use my mouse like this. Another amazing thing, it features the twin XL bed, which has an adjustable height. So you can get a mallet from the front desk, and using that or also like getting help from your RA, you can adjust the height of the bed. And that can allow you to like put other stuff in here like boxes, baskets, or even a yoga mat, I guess. Yeah, you also have an amazing view of the mountains from here if you just see through the window. So yeah, and it also has AC, so unlike some other buildings that have a central heating system, you can actually make your room like really cold if you want or really hot during the winter. Like I said before, it connects to the other room through a shared bathroom. So over here we have a shared toilet, we have a shared sink, and also a shared bathtub where you can have a shower. The shower head is not adjustable. Please don't try and move it or change it or alter it in any way. Like, I'm begging you, maintenance will kill you. We also have some shared cupboards here. There's a lot of cupboards here, wow. But feel free to use any of the spaces here. So one thing about Kalamalka is that it actually has two lounges. It has a coffee lounge and then it also has the main lounge where people can come and just hang out and chat. And the coffee lounge has an amazing view of Kelowna as a whole, like the mountains that are facing opposite the campus. I like to go there in the morning when I was in my first year to just have like a cup of coffee or just get ready for the day. Here in the actual lounge, we have some vacuum cleaners. There's 2 per floor. Also in the lounge, we have a TV, so like people can just enjoy and just like watch whatever show they want. There's a nice view of kind of the woods that are in between Monashee, Valhalla, and Lower Campus. And we also have some couches where people can sit down and just be together, have fun, eat food. We have an oven that you can use. I actually was baking food here at some point and I was selling it to some friends, so I thought that was pretty cool. Also, like, please don't leave your food unattended. Like, that's the worst thing that you can do. Make sure you're watching it at all times and just like, yeah, keep the extractor on because it is a shared space. You're pretty much allowed to cook whenever, just as long as obviously like you're not being like really loud, like with pots clanging and stuff. There's an extractor, obviously. There's some cupboards that you can share with other residents. There's a really nice microwave, and there's also a communal fridge that people like to kind of put their food stuff inside. Like, if you're just too lazy to go to Pritchard, like you can just kind of put your food in here and warm it up when you're ready. So here we are in the coffee lounge. Obviously, we have an amazing view of the mountains from here. You can also see some planes take off sometimes from the airport, and you can kind of just sit here, you can study. But this is just a nice place to like relax and just have some peace of mind. Welcome to Nicola. Is that okay? Okay. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the Nicola's single connected room. Obviously here we have a room that's connected to another room via a bathroom, a shared bathroom that has a shared toilet, sink, and shower. Obviously we have a safe up here where you can keep some of your stuff. We have some more storage space up here for clothes. You can also hang any of your clothes here and keep some laundry below. We have some drawers where you can keep some of your clothes. We have a hook here where you can keep your bicycle if you're a biker. I'm not a biker, but if you are, you can keep it up on one of those bicycle hooks. We have a nice little desk space where you can do some work. And we have a twin XL. And the good thing about this bed is that you can actually adjust the height. We also have an AC unit, which is something that not every building has. And obviously we have a lot of nice natural sunlight coming in through here because you're pretty much facing and you have a good view of the commons field and also like the mountains that are facing the university. So obviously it has a shared shower. Again, please do not try and adjust the shower head. Maintenance will kill you. There's a shared toilet, and there's also a shared sink where you and your roommate can kind of share the space. You can put any kind of skincare, any kind of cleaning supplies, or whatever you want to put. Yeah, and it also has an amazing overhead light that you can use whenever you want to get ready. Now we're in one of Nicola's lounges. This one is actually like really big and it looks really nice. So we have a table here where you can kind of just eat if you want to make your food and eat here. And again, if you're too lazy to go to Pritchard, that's not a bad option. And obviously you also have a nice view of kind of the nature spot that is in between like upper campus and lower campus. Hi, welcome to one of Skeena's single connected rooms. Skeena is actually one of the most energy efficient buildings in Canada. It's so energy efficient actually that your body heat is actually what's powering the heating system in the building. It features one of the only places that has some European style windows. So if you just turn it like this and you pull it out, you can see that it kind of opens up kind of interestingly. It doesn't. We also have a twin XL bed here as well. And as you can see, we also have space for some of your posters. I personally am a Gryffindor fan, but we'll talk about that later. This might be the best thing that I've seen in any room anywhere in the world. This is a Gryffindor journal. I don't know whose journal this is, but I will buy it off you for whatever price you name. It also features obviously the bathroom that connects the two rooms. So in the bathroom, there is a shared toilet, there is a shared sink, and a shared shower. Again, please do not adjust the shower head. Maintenance will kill you. As you can see, the bathroom floor is green, and yeah, you have some spaces where you can kind of share, keeping any of your storage stuff like skincare, any cleaning supplies. Yeah, this is Skeena. Now we're in one of the lounges. Again, this lounge, same with every other one, follows the same like popular Skeena, an iconic color scheme that Skeena has, which is pink. The stairwells are pink if you want to also see that over there as well. The oven as well, microwave, sink, fridge. You share with other residents, and again, it has the same European style windows. In the lounge, you do have an amazing view of the commons field and also the mountains that face campus as well. Another thing that I didn't see in any other building actually is that Skeena kind of has these little like green beanbag chairs that you can just kind of sit on as well. Or I personally, like whenever I'm here, I like to lie on the couch and just like kind of put my feet up. So yeah, this is Skeena's lounge. Okay, so now we're in Skeena's game room. So this is a massive hall, like as you can see on the end over there. We have a pool table and we also have a table tennis table as well. So if you want to play any games with your friends, you can come do that here as well. We have some lounge chairs that you can sit here and just kind of chill with your friends. And at the end of the hall, we also have the laundry room, and to the left, we have a bathroom. Hello, and welcome to my house tour of Purcell's single connected residence. Obviously, it's the same as the other buildings. Your room is connected to another room via a shared bathroom that has a shared shower, sink, and toilet. Obviously, we have some space here, which isn't something that's common in every other building, where you can kind of just keep your shoes if you have a shoe rack. This one is also pretty nice because it has a cushion that you can just kind of sit down and take on or put on or take off your shoes. There's also some space at the top where you can kind of keep any stuff that you want. We have some hooks here for your bags. And then if you go inside the room, there's even more storage space. So you can kind of just keep your clothes here, or some people opt to have like a little organizer here so they can put like even more clothes as well. If you come inside the room, it's pretty spacious. We have your twin XL bed that is adjustable, so you can borrow a mallet from the front desk if you want to raise the height or lower the height of the bed. You have this amazing and pretty like spacious study spot. They can just kind of like, you can put your laptop here. You have space for a lamp. You have some outlets that you can plug in your computer into, and then you also have another desk here where you can just kind of keep anything you want, and it also has a drawer that you can kind of pull out and just kind of put any clothes that you have inside. And obviously there's also the bike rack. This is a shared bathroom. We have the shared sink, shower, and toilet. And then obviously you have this really nice overhead light that we can use like when you're getting ready. If you want to see how you look, you want to see if your hair looks good, your clothes look good. Okay, welcome to Purcell's famous terrace, or we call it the patio, whichever one you want to call it. So obviously this has the best view on campus. I'm a little biased because I lived here in the last year. You have an amazing view of the forest, the airport as well. So this is a great spot, and I just see some of the planes take off and I'm like, wow, I wish I was on one of those. But we digress. I guess if you're lucky and you have a friend who lives in Purcell, they can let you in. But if you are a resident and you're letting someone in, just know anything that person does is kind of on you. Keep an eye out for whatever your guest is doing. Hi, and welcome to Simi's, which is the only building that features a single traditional room style. So obviously, unlike all the other rooms and all the other room styles in all the other buildings, this room actually doesn't have a shared bathroom, and instead has a communal bathroom that we will get to later. But just to go over some of the features of this room, just like other rooms, it has a twin XL bed, although this one is not height adjustable. You do have some ample space under if you want to keep any of your stuff. You also have some drawers where you can keep some of your clothes. You have a hanging area where you can hang some of your clothes. It doesn't have a safe. I believe not every room has a safe, but we'll find out later, I guess, when you move in. It also has a desk where you can kind of study and just, kind of like do whatever work you need to do. And an amazing thing about Simi is that you pretty much have an amazing view of campus from here. Pretty much in any room that you get, you either have a great view of campus, or if you're on the other side, you have a great view of the wilderness. Simi has a great sense of community. Yeah. We're all experiencing the same thing. There's no other building that is like Simi. I'm talking from over here because this is the women's bathroom and I don't want to enter. I'm a little bit scared. But obviously, because it is a communal bathroom, there are multiple stalls where you can use the toilet, and then there are also different stalls over there where you can shower, and also like sinks. You can usually have like 3 people at a time, but if you're friends with someone, like you can share a sink. I don't know. I've never had an issue being able to shower or brush my teeth or anything. It is also cleaned twice a day. You never have to worry about toilet paper, so that's one of the perks of living in Simi. Hello again, and welcome to Monashee Studio Suite. We'll start off with the bathroom since that's what we literally just walked into. Obviously, we have our sink here. We have some lights, and then if you come inside the bathroom, you can see that there's a toilet that you can use. Obviously, again, it's a private toilet, we love that. And we also have our own personalized shower. We have some space here or hooks to like kind of put your towels. And the best thing about this space is that we have this massive storage space. You can kind of keep your clothes here. You can keep bags. Again, unfortunately, this place doesn't have a safe, but this is still an amazing space where you can kind of keep whatever you want. And then if we go inside the room, this is the main space where you're going to be living. Obviously, we have your dining table over here. This person likes to put a plant. I think that's also a good idea. You also have your kitchen space here. You have your microwave, oven, stove, and your sink. And you also have your own personal cupboard, so you can cook. And another thing is you can also choose to sign up for the meal plan if you do want to do that. And you can also get things called swipes, which is that you kind of pay for a certain amount of times that you do go to Pritchard, or you could also just cook if you want. So you do have the option of doing either or, unlike other buildings, which you can only have the meal plan. So this is your fridge, and this is the main thing in the room, which is the bed. It's a queen size bed. It's pretty comfortable. It's amazing if you want to kind of like spread out and you need more space, or even if like you're staying with someone else. And obviously you have your little study spot over there. And again, you have an amazing view of the nature outside your window. Fun fact about Monashee, this is the only space that does have any suites in it. Pretty much every other building either has a single traditional or a shared space. So this is the only building that has the studio suite and the 1-bedroom apartment. You can look forward to that when you become an upper year student if you do choose to remain all residents. Hello, and welcome to the 1-bedroom suite here in Monashee. So essentially what we have here is this is a residence that's only available to upper years. So the idea is that it's a one bedroom apartment basically. So you have your own bathroom, it's a private bathroom, you have your own bedroom. I'm gonna go into the bedroom first and we'll talk about that. The bedroom features a queen size bed, right? So there's a lot of space to like spread out your legs like an angel. You have your drawer spaces where you can keep some of your clothes. You have some more space here where you can hang your clothes, and then we have a lot of different storage areas. Beside your bed, obviously you have a space where you can put a lamp, and you can also have like a little drawer where you can keep like some other stuff that you want. You also have a little study spot here where you can just kind of do your schoolwork, or if you just want to like be in your room and rot, like you can just stay here and just chill. The distinction between this and a suite is that the bedroom is not connected to the living room. That's a whole different room, right? And that's the same with the bathroom, is that you have your own living room, which is here. It's a pretty spacious area. You have your own couch and your own, you also have like a mini couch here as well. You have space where you can put like extra tables. Here's a lamp. You can also bring in a TV if you want. And we also have a kitchen, a fully stocked kitchen. You have your own fridge, personalized. You have your own microwave, oven, stove, extractor, and you have a bunch of cupboards that you can use. And the best part about this is all yours. You don't have to share this with anyone. And if you want, you could still buy a meal plan, but I don't know why you would if you could just cook, but that's my opinion. Here we also have your personal bathroom. Obviously, you have a little like shower tub here, along with a toilet and a sink. And again, I cannot stress this enough. This is all just for you. Yeah, it's only available to upper year students though, so it is definitely something that you can look forward to. Hello, and welcome to one of the 4 bedroom suites here in Monashee. As you can see, the second you enter, you're kind of greeted with a lot of space where you can kind of hang your clothes. We have some hanging space over here and here as well. And we just have some shelves here so you can just kind of like put any other equipment that you want. And then if you have things like bicycles, you have some like large space under here where you can kind of keep them. Or if you want to also use this space to kind of keep your shoes so that you don't like track mud or dirt into the apartment. We also have some shelving space over here where you can just kind of like put whatever you want to put in here. And now going into the living room, we have like a pretty cozy like living room. You can kind of put your TV over there. You have some couches. You also have a dining table here as well. And again, we have a more full-size kitchen with a larger fridge. This is larger, like a lot larger compared to the studio suite and the 1 bedroom apartment as well. Just because this is going to be shared with 4 people. So obviously we have your fridge, you have your sink, your oven, and your microwave. So that's just something that you can look forward to. Again, if you have friends and you guys all want to live together, you can possibly like request for you and your friends to be placed in the same area, but you have to speak to the housing front desk. Before we go into the room, yeah, I know we're eager to go inside the room, but before we do that, we're gonna come see the bathroom first. So obviously we have a sink here. This is also one of the greatest pieces of architecture I have seen. Ask you a question. If your roommate wants to use the toilet, but you need to shower, what happens? You have to wait, even though they're not using the shower. But someone really smart thought of why not just put them in 2 separate rooms? So what you're gonna see here is there's a toilet in one room and the shower is in a completely different room. That way, one person can use the toilet and one person can use the shower. So that's another thing you can look forward to. I'm just saying, like, not a lot of people can appreciate that, but I really appreciate it. Now for what you've been waiting for, this is the bedroom. So this is a pretty standard room in a 4 bedroom apartment here in Monashee. Obviously, again, you have your twin XL. This is still the model that you can adjust the height. So if you want to raise the height up, again, go to the Nechako front desk and borrow a mallet. You also have spaces here where you can kind of put your clothes. This is your drawer. You have more, even more hanging space here for your clothes and a lot more shelves to just store a bunch of different stuff. And obviously here we have your little study spot, and obviously you have a window where you can enjoy and appreciate the nature outside. This is just like this is the smartest thing I've seen. I'm so sorry. This is amazing because this has happened so many times because I live with people as well where I can't like use a bathroom or I can't shower because of that, but you can do 2 things at once now. And there's a second sink in there. Bienvenido a mi casa. Welcome to Valhalla, which is another one of the single connected units here on campus. Obviously, again, similar with other buildings, it features a shared bathroom that connects to another room with another resident. And again, one thing I will mention is when you're locking the door, right, for privacy, obviously, please make sure you unlock it by just twisting the handle like this. So, first of all, it features a shared sink, as well as behind the door, it features a shared bathtub where you can shower and a shared toilet. And also it has a nice mirror here where you can look at yourself when you're getting ready. Actual room, the first thing we're greeted with is this area here where you can kind of hang your clothes. People like to hang towels. I've never done that here, but that's nice. And also at the top here you have your safe. And entering the room, obviously we have the same thing, a twin XL bed, which is pretty standard for everywhere else on campus, and it is an adjustable bed. Pretty much anywhere you see these like little ridges with these metal poles inside, it means it's adjustable. And then another thing we have here is obviously the regular like desk area where you can do some work, and you have a storage space over there where you can put your clothes. And the best part about Valhalla for me personally is the view. As you can see, the whole of Kelowna is in your view. You can see the mountains, you can see campus, you can see the commons field, you can see the nature that's kind of in between upper campus and lower campus. You can even see a plane that's pretty much landing right now. So that's one of the best things about Valhalla. You can wake up and literally just see a plane taking off. And then again, you just think to yourself, why is that not me right now? But yeah, welcome to Valhalla. Come on in. Welcome to Cassiar's single connected bedroom suite as well. Here we have our usual. Again, same thing with other rooms in single connected. You have your twin XL that you can adjust the height on if you have these little ridges and this iron poles inside. So if you want to keep more than just boxes under your bed, you can do that. And then again, you have your little study spot over here. So you can kind of just like put your laptop on here. You can study. You can also like kind of relax on this chair. And then another thing like I like to do is whenever I'm using my computer over there, I kind of like to put my mouse on this like drawer art like that. You can see pretty much I would say like most, like maybe 50% of Kelowna just from here. That's one of the added benefits of being in Cassiar. So yeah, this is the bathroom. Again, like because it is single connected, you're connecting one room to another room via the bathroom. It's a shared bathroom. You have your light, you have your mirror, you have your sink where you can kind of do your skincare, brush your teeth, whatever the case is. You have your drawer spaces where you can kind of keep anything you want, toothpaste, toothbrushes, whatever the case may be. You have your shared bathing tub. Again, please do not adjust the shower head. Maintenance will kill you. Please don't do that. And then you have your shared toilet here. And yeah, just be respectful of your roommate and just try and like get where they're coming from, you know? So if you're using a space, just be sure to ask them like, what are you comfortable with? What are you not comfortable with? But that's one of the benefits of living in university and experiencing this in your first year is that you kind of learn to live with other people. Okay, so welcome to the 0.5 floor in Cassiar. This is a little special place here because no other building has this as well. It's pretty much just a study spot. It's just like a little like secret study spot. So if you and your friends just want a place where you can like do group assignments or like study for finals, this is a spot. Yeah. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to my home. So here we have one of Cascades' townhouses. So obviously this is another 4-bedroom apartment, but there's a twist. So unlike Monashee, obviously it also has like the same like living space, living area. You have a kitchen, like a fully stocked kitchen with a full-size fridge. But if you walk inside and you look to your right and your left, you'll notice there are 2 bathrooms. Yeah. So every 2 residents get to share a bathroom. So we'll just come into this room here. So this is one of our units. This is one of the bigger units, which you usually see in Unit D of whatever apartment townhouse you're in. You do get the queen size bed. This is also adjustable. And if you come inside here, you're just gonna see like this little closet space that kind of just extends into the back of the wall here. So there's actually quite a bit of space. I'd say this is about like maybe like 3 feet of space thereabout. You have some storage space on top to kind of keep whatever kind of stuff you want to put up there. You have your tiny desk area where you can kind of just study. You can put a setup for maybe like a gaming PC. I had a friend who set up his entire gaming PC here. You can do that if you want. And another thing we didn't see in any of the other buildings is this pull-out drawer. So if you're studying and you want more space to do your work, you kind of just move out your chair and now you have extra space to do your work. And obviously this also features like a desk shelf space, a nice window. And another fun fact, we do have a lot of trails that there's specifically one, there's a pine loop. Here we have our drawer space, we can kind of keep your clothes. And if we go down the hall, we'll go down to one of the other like actual standard units that you're gonna see. We're gonna go into Unit A here, which is pretty much similar to B and C. So unlike D, these units come with a twin XL bed. It is also adjustable, so you can raise the bed or lower it. And then you also have some space here where you can kind of keep your clothes. And it's pretty similar to Unit D. The only difference is mainly the bed size and the space of the room. So obviously you have your desk area, and you also have an amazing view of the nature that's outside. And I'm going to take you and show you one of the two bathrooms that are here in the units. Another fun fact, you also have this little like kind of storage space. This is actually the boiler room, but if you have any other like extra stuff that you want to keep, maybe like large suitcases, chairs, whatever the case is, you can kind of just keep it in here, but you will probably need access from your RA to be able to enter it. So this is one of the shared bathrooms. Obviously there's a sink that you share with your roommate right beside you. So for example here, this is Unit A and Unit B. The two of them would be sharing this bathroom, and the other bathroom over there would be shared by the people in Unit C and Unit D. So obviously it comes with a railing. It has a shared tub. You can see it's pretty big, which is amazing. We love it. We love to see it. And we have a shared toilet. So yeah, this is one of the things you can look forward to in your upper year. This is only available to upper year students as well. You can kind of also apply to live here with your friends. So if you're looking for that university experience where you can kind of live with your friends and just have fun the entire semester, you can look forward to this. What I like to do when I'm living here is I kind of put a TV on this table here and I move it to the front. That way, like if you have friends over or you and your roommates just kind of want to relax and chill, you can kind of just do that and you can have a TV just set up on the table. And that concludes the tour. If you have any questions or you want to know more, you can reach out to us through the UBCO students Instagram. You can send a comment or a message, or when you get here, you can swing by the front desk if you have any questions about it. Thank you.